Driver runs over disabled man repeatedly, then hits him with brick more than 20 times. Cops. A man in Massachusetts, Vasco Semedo, 45, ran 50-year-old Stuart Smith down with his Toyota SUV on Saturday morning. Then he got out of the vehicle and hit the guy with a brick 12 times. Several witnesses called to report a motor vehicle versus pedestrian crash in Brockton. Police got there, and Semedo was being detained by the people who were there at the scene. Here's what some witnesses had to say about it. This is what the DA's office said. Through witness accounts and surveillance video footage, investigators found that Semedo, operating a Toyota RAV4, struck Smith with his motor vehicle, backed up, drove into the victim again before exiting the vehicle and striking Smith more than 20 times with a brick as he lay on the ground. An NBC affiliate, WBTS, reported he was a beacon of light to his friends and family. I apologize. That was his brother telling that to the station. Everybody knew him and just came to surround him and help him, and they kept the perpetrator there so he couldn't leave. I think that speaks volumes to my brother's character. His sister said that last thing to the station. And these are what some neighbors had to say. He didn't probably do anything to deserve that. That's awful. He was a figure around here. I just can't believe he had to go out that way. Somebody was so mad that they killed him. Like, that's crazy. This is another person who lived in the same rooming house as Smith. I think it was a rotten thing to do to Stewie. He was quite a guy. He really helped a lot of people. This is the guy right here. He looks to be of Latin origin. I'm not really sure, but that's what he looks like to me. He's been living in the US legally for 2 years now. CBS News, I'm looking at it right now, it says the motive is unclear. I'll tell you what the motive is right now. This guy hates Americans. He saw a disabled American, and he just killed him because he hates Americans. That's the motive. These foreign invaders, they come over across the country, they kill children and adults, they rape children and adults. They just come over here and they wreak havoc on Americans. And again, if one single American feels uncomfortable, unsafe, or a little bit uneasy about the intentions of the migrants coming in here, even one American feels that way, that would be enough of a reason for me to close the border permanently. The safety of actual Americans should supersede any illegal aliens' pipe dream of coming to this country. His next hearing is May 14th. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty much done with compassion. An illegal immigrant coming into the country illegally should be dealt with one of two ways. Put them in prison or give them a flight back to their own country. Now, for an immigrant like this, who literally killed a disabled person, technically it's still the same two, but we're going to add one more. 1, throw him in jail permanently. 2, send him back to his own country. Or 3, you can literally shoot the guy. It's insane that foreigners are allowed to come over here in the name of compassion. After they get here, they can violate American citizens doing God knows what. Killing, raping, robbing them. Joe Biden, I am calling on you to reverse all the immigration policies that you enacted and deport every last illegal. After that's done, just resign. This is outrageous. We, as a country, invite people or incentivize through policies. We incentivize people from other countries, foreign people from other countries, to come into this country where they get more help than the American citizen. They can be killed, raped, or mugged. It doesn't matter what happens to the American citizen. The Democrats aren't going to do anything about it because they're concerned about the illegal alien going back to their home country because of persecution or there are no economic opportunities in that country, or whatever the reason may be. If you come into this country illegally and commit a heinous crime, I don't care how bad you're being persecuted. You just lost your right. Even if you're a legal citizen, legal immigrant citizen of the United States, and you commit a heinous crime, you're going back too. You lost your right. You can't come here legally or otherwise and murder/rape/mug someone and expect to be granted immunity from deportation because of bad conditions in your own country. That's ridiculous. This person was living in the United States legally for 2 years. I mean, it's time to ask the ultimate question here. Should we just close the border permanently? Like, I'm talking illegal, legal aliens are not allowed to come in here. Say what you will about foreign crime rate versus the native-born crime rate, but right now, we're living in an age of extreme immigration, and it's seriously worth considering permanently shutting down the border to future legal and illegal aliens altogether. The fact that a foreign person, came to the United States 2 years ago and committed a heinous crime against an American citizen, the fact that he was allowed to do that, it's just something that shouldn't have happened. And because it did happen, and because it was allowed to happen, it's a serious question to consider. And it's also very sad that that happened. And we have to do whatever we can to prevent that from happening. So yeah, that's my solution. Shut down the border permanently for all future legal and illegal aliens planning on entering the country.